Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's class we'll be learning this amazing double layer lunch bag, or you can call it a double decker lunch bag. Okay, it's very easy and beginner friendly. So this is how the bag look like, and this is the capacity. It's taking this big yogurt, it's taking this big 75 cl bottle water, and it's also taking this plastic container. Okay, can you see it is bigger than the normal takeaway container that you know, and they are equal size. Can you see it can fit in any of the layer? Okay, this is the material we are using, which is stock original tapeter, which is measuring 10 inches by 6 inches. Okay, so you need 2 pieces. Then I'm going to curve the downside with 1 inch by 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to curve it by 1 inch by 1 inch. So after marking it out, I'm going to curve it either with my hand or with any object that I can find. So after curving it, can you see the result? Then I'll go ahead and cut out the lining also, which I use warmer for it, or trampoline, or any lining, and you can attach foam if you want. You can attach foam, but I'm not going to attach foam on this one. Then I also cut the lining too for the middle decker. Okay, for the middle layer. So after that, this is the handle, which is measuring 12 inches by 1.5 inch. Okay, so after getting it, I'll also cut my lining. So I'm going to shape my handle. Can you see? I'll just shape my handle just the way I normally do it for my lunch boxes. But if you don't want to shape your handle, there is no problem about that. You can just leave it. Okay, you can just sew it straight. So after shaping it, the result will be as shown. Then I'll place it on my lining, then I'll sew it straight. After sewing it, I trim out the excess, then I'll bias tape it. Okay, so after taping it, the result will be as shown. Then I will carry any of the panel that I want to use as my up cover, then I will centralize it very well and notch the center. So after notching the center, I'll now carry my handle and place it at that notch point. Then I will sew it as shown. I'll just sew it using like 3 inches, okay, to sew it. Okay, after sewing it, this is the result. Okay, so guys, after that, I'll carry this cord and pipe it round. Okay, piping cord and pipe it round. Okay, so if you are using any material that is different from the normal lining, from the normal material you are using, this is the zipper 24 and quarter inch. You can use, if you are using any material that is different, you can use the color of that material for your reeler. Okay, for your reeler. That's what I was trying to explain, because I used black, and the black now showed on my inner sewing, and I did not like it, so I'm just advising. So this is how we are going to turn this fabric, which is measuring 6.5 inches by 1.5 inch, just to sew our zipper to it after inserting the zip head, the zip puller. Okay, so can you see? I'll just top stitch it. I'll just do it for both side. Okay, so after getting this part, we are working on the side, which is measuring 29.5 inch by 4.5 inch. Okay, and you need 2 pieces and the lining. So after getting it, I'm going to sew it as shown. Okay, I'll just sew it as shown, the 4. Okay, so can you see how I've sewn them? So after that, I'm going to start sewing my zipper to my side, but I'm going to notch it. Okay, I'm going to notch the panels. I'll notch them 4 side. I'll notch 4 points. Okay, but up and down, I'll notch it. I'll notch the zipper, I'll notch the cover, I'll notch the middle decker, everything. I'll notch it. Okay, so after notching it, the result will be as shown. I'll open this one up, then I will bring my zip clothes that I've sewn. Okay, I'm going to place it, not the zip clothes, I'm bringing this handle, sorry, which I measure 4 inches belts. Okay, and my adjuster, I'm going to sew it, then I'll attach it by the side that notch point, not the center notch point, the side notch point, and I'm placing it on the panel that I'm going to use for my up decker. Okay, so after that I'm going to start sewing my zip clothes to my panel. So notch side to notch side, can you see good side of this zip cloth facing good side of the fabric? Then I'll centralize it very well. I will place it very well, notch side to notch side, so that I will know what I am doing. So after that, I will now carry my lining. So good side of the lining facing good side of the leather, so I'm going to place my good side of the leather inside the good side of the lining. Okay, so I'll just align it very well, centralize it very well, and I will go ahead and sew it round. Okay, but if you're going to get confused, first of all sew your zipper first before you now sew the lining, attach the lining to it. Okay, make sure that everything is aligning, make sure that everything is perfectly fixed. Okay, can you see it? It's very easy. So after that I'm going to open it up. This will enable me to arrange it very well for top stitch. Okay, I'm going to open it very well, align it very well, then I'll go ahead and top stitch. I'm top stitching the zipper part and the down parts. Okay, I'm top stitching the up part and the down part, so please just pay attention and do it very neatly. Okay, don't be in a rush to finish any project, and always be accurate, always be diligent, always pay attention, give it your best anytime you are doing any new project. Okay, so I'll top stitch it round. I'll do it for the both panel. Whatsoever I do for this one, I'll repeat it to the other side. Okay, so can you see it? So after that I'll start attaching my I'll start sewing my covers to it. Okay, can you see it? So I've notched every part of it, so I'll start with the up cover, that's the first decker. So I will place it fabric to fabric, notch side to notch side, notch side to notch side, can you see? So please align it very well, align it very well, then I will just go ahead and stitch it round. It's very easy, is very easy and beginner friendly. You're going to like it, and your clients are going to like it. They are even going to recommend you to other clients, I bet you. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? So just be detailed, just pay attention to your work, and you're going to get it. Okay, always be accurate. In back making, you need accuracy, is very important in your measurements. So after that I'm going to sew it round. But if you're going to be if it's going to be difficult for you, you can open it up. Can you see? You can open the zipper so that you can sew it round. It's going to be easy for you to sew round. Okay, after sewing it round, you're going to bias it to cover the rough edges and give it a very neat bias tape covering, so that it will be very neat and beautiful. Can you see? So after that I'm going to align it very well, arrange it very well with the help of your hand. Just push the bias inward. Okay, can you see that our first decker is ready? Can you see how beautiful it turns out to be? Very beautiful and unique. Can you see it? Sorry guys, my voice is cracked. So after that I will just turn it over. Can you see? After I turn it over, I'm going to bring the other parts, which is this one. I'm going to place it fabric to fabric. Can you see? Back side to back side, front side to front side. Align it very well, notch side to notch side. Okay, I'll just align it very well and repeat the same thing. I'll stitch it around. Okay, can you see? Just be accurate, just be detailed. You're going to get it at the end of your project, and anytime you're trying a new project, give it your best so that the subsequent one will be very easy for you to make. Okay, just give it your best. So after doing this, I'm going to carry that plain one that I made, the middle decker, then I'm going to attach it also. then I will sew it round. This bag is similar to that double-decker bag that I make. Okay, so if you find this one a little bit confusing, you can make reference to that double-decker lunchbox that I make. Okay, so if this part is not aligning, you can just notch it a little so that it will fit in very well. So after sewing it, you're still going to bias it with your bias tape for neatness. Okay, it's going to be neat, but if you did not bias it, sorry, it's not going to be neat. So after that, you just open it up. Okay, just open it up. Can you see? So after you might have gotten this part being done, what you're going to do is that you're going to push it, you're going to turn it over. Okay, you're just going to turn it over. You turn this part over. Can you see? Just watch what I'm doing. You just turn it over so that you can be able to sew the other down cover, the other down panel. You just turn it like this. Okay, so you just carry your down panel, push it inside, carry your down panel and place it and sew it and then bias it. So to my returning subscribers, you're welcome. You know how much I love you. To my returning viewers, you're welcome too. Please, if you find this tutorial helpful, educative and impactful, please do it well by giving it a thumbs up. I'll just wait for you to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so very much for your thumbs up. So if you have not subscribed and if you find it educative, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that if I upload any new video, you'll be among those that will be first to see it. Okay, so do well by downloading this video, share it with your friends and family so that this video will go far, reach a larger audience. Okay, so do well by leaving your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on this bag. Let me know your thoughts on this bag. And again, please, I really want to start putting only music on my videos so that I'll be writing it and you'll be following it. I'll be writing the measurements and everything as I'm doing it, but I will not be putting voiceover. So please just tell me if you prefer the voiceover or you prefer the music. Just leave your comments down below. Let me know. Okay, can you see how beautiful this bag is? Very, very beautiful and beginner friendly. So this is the capacity that this bag can take. Can you see this container is very big and it fits in very well? Okay, then you also have this bottled water which is 75 cl. You also have this yogurt which is big. You're just going to place it inside. So an adult can use this lunchbox, a child can use this lunchbox. Okay, it's a multi-purpose, a multifunctional lunchbox. You can take it to the office, you can give it to your children to take it to school. Okay, whichever way that you want to use it. Some people can even use it for makeup, for their makeup kits. Okay, so for the handle, you can sew, you can measure 45 to 50 inches depending on what you want for the hanging rope. Okay, so I've made tutorial on this hanging rope. It's not that difficult, so you can just go ahead and make yours. So thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for always clicking on my videos. Thank you for always sticking around. Thank you for your likes, for your shares, for your subscription. Thank you for your prayers, for your comments. I see everything and I appreciate you guys big time. Thank you so very much. So please guys, don't forget, leave your comments down below if you want me to be putting only the measurements and playing the music on the background, or you still want the voice over. Let me know. So please let me know. And this decker, they are the same size. Okay, so see you.